Aaron and Melissa here for True Stream Media, and we're coming up on a week from the vote for Scottish independence. Will Scots make history and break with UK just by the ballot box, not fighting a revolution? Urian Mason warned that while this is tending towards a yes vote, there's all kinds of dramatics to get people to vote no and try to scare them that voting for Scottish independence will ruin everything.
The Queen's freaking out.
The Queen's freaking out.
Cameron's pretending to cry.
Yeah.
I care hugely about this extraordinary country, this United Kingdom that we've built together.
It's getting pretty ridiculous.
And the banks are threatening Scotland that they're going to ruin their economy and pull out and not invest in their country anymore, which is all just scare tactics. And meanwhile, Sean Gillespie's on my Facebook here. He's actually from Glasgow, Scotland, and he points out that while Scotland is just 8.3% of the UK population, they have something like 32% of the UK's land area, 61% of their sea area, 90% of their surface freshwater.
They've got a large portion of their gas production, crude oil, coal, timber, forest.
Nothing at all that vampire banks would be interested in.
They've got all kinds of resources and totally benefit
banks are going to totally turn their face on that. They're not going to.
And all they get back is to be under the thumb of the former world's greatest empire who still try to act like they rule everyone now through banking. But that's not good enough, because in America we have a professor, David Wheeler from the University of Kentucky, who wrote in this CNN opinion piece, "Scotland, you want out? We'll take your place. Please let the United States rejoin the UK. We'd be better off that way if we apologize for our revolt and join the UK."
All right. Sorry, everyone, if that made you throw up in your mouth a little. But, yeah, this apparently this journalism professor from Kentucky is all about it. It's almost hard to read this and not think it's a complete joke. I mean, CNN puts this up on their opinion section, obviously promoting it, obviously vetting it. And it's just sad when you consider that people have turned in things to CNN on their iReport that were absolutely true, based on fact, and actually do affect the lives of people here in a very serious way. And CNN censors that. They pull that down. They try to hide that. CDC whistleblower stories, which were absolutely confirmed true, completely censored by CNN. This guy, his hipster sweater, and his ridiculous argument that we need to all apologize and come begging on our hands and knees to join back in with the crown.
Yeah, and he's saying...
And they're just promoting the crap out of that. Way to go, CNN.
He's saying it was a bloody war in the 1700s, but our rifts have healed, and England's one of America's favorite nations, and that America's been degenerating, and we could be better off in the UK because Brits have better health, less inequality, and excellent manners. Let's face it, they have a superior culture. Let's improve our quality of life by joining them. Let's live longer by being under the thumb of the Queen and her inbred descendants.
This is the most ignorant, simplistic view of the issues we're facing right now that I can possibly think of. The fact that this guy is a professor of anything really makes me sad, because stick to journalism if you feel that you can write and teach writing. Please do not try and tell us all about what you think we should do based on history, geopolitics, and economy issues that you seem to have absolutely no idea at all what you're talking about. It's very sad. Nothing against PBS and NPR, but the BBC produces some of the best publicly funded journalism. This guy's a journalism professor, and he's telling everyone the BBC is awesome.
These are all
the
terrible.
Mouthpiece of British propaganda is amazing.
They're all bad propagandists, but the BBC is particularly... He says the BBC is trustworthy. That's how you know this guy's full of it.
Are you kidding me? That's called soft power?
He says the Brits will get our natural resources from all the land, and, well, yeah, of course they would exploit it. They already are anyway, the Rothschild banking empire.
The Grand Canyon and football. Wow, this is just... So remember, Americans, if Scotland votes for independence on September 18th, let's improve our lives by asking to take their place. If not officially, then at least in spirit, we hold this truth to be self-evident. Brits have a superior society.
This guy just needs to take a plane ticket over there.
Americans claim we don't want a monarchy, but deep down, we're just as hungry as our British cousins for news about the Queen. Ah, blah, gross.
England,
barf.
will you take us back? Baby, won't you please?
Oh.
It's sick. I get this as satire, but it still makes me sick.
It's satire. Is it satire? Nothing in there says it's actually satire. I don't know. Look at that guy again.
It is.
Look at him. I don't know if that's satire, dude. I think he's probably pretty serious, actually.
Whatever.